So Dana goes back to the banker. I walk in. I said, hey, one of the guys that was there, he was like, hey, how can I help you? And I said, I'm here to see ma'am over there. So he goes, all right, sure, you can just wait right here. I said, oh, thank you so much. Right? One thing about me, I'm going to be polite. Like, you're never going to see me walk in the bank and act ghetto. You're never going to see me walk in the bank and act up, curse. That's not my character. I'm going to be so professional, it's going to have you confused, especially after you know you fucked me over. Okay? So, sorry, I'm just getting so irritated. Like, do you not know who my father is? My father will wring you out to dry. Like, ma'am, are you okay? Anyway, so go in and I sit down with her. I said, hey. She says, hey, beautiful. I said, hey. I said, oh, you remember me? She's like, absolutely. How can I forget? And I said, oh, that's great. Sat down. I said, how are you doing today? She's like, I'm great. I said, how? And she's like, how are you? I was like, I'm absolutely great. And she's like, okay, great. So we sit down and I said, so the last time that I was here with my stepfather and my lawyer, you said a comment that was kind of, I don't know, it raised an eyebrow. Okay. So she's like, sure, go ahead. Sis, you know what you said. So, she's like, yes, what was the comment? I said, when we were done doing our transactions, you said, Dana, let this be a lesson to you and make better decisions. She paused. Baby, when you innocent, you don't need to pause. There's no, huh? That girl said, well, yeah, I tell all my clients that, let this be a lesson to them. I said, sweetheart, I came here to open an estate bank account with my stepfather and my lawyer so that we can go to trial. What lesson was there in that? What lesson was there in that? Well, Dana, I say that to all my clients because when they have situations that happen with you, like what happened with you, where your mother died tragically and in such a, traumatic way, like, I always tell them to, when you get any settlement funds to, kind of plan ahead with money. I said, sweetheart, the settlement is still going, 1. 2, we didn't talk anything about settlement, anything. This was just to open the estate account. Well, yeah, Dana, I was just saying it because, I tell all my clients that, do you have a 401k account? Baby, I know when somebody about to lie and make up more lies and try to excuse me out your office. I said, ma'am, I have a 401k account. I have a job. Oh, well, do you have an IRA? Ma'am, I have an IRA account. Yeah. Do you have any bank accounts open, like savings or just a regular checking account? Bitch, if I tell you I have a fucking job, why the fuck you asking me if I have a checking account? If I have a savings account? If I have a 401k? So now y'all get the plot, right? Right now she's trying to defray from focusing on what I came to talk to her about. Let me tell you something. It's one thing to be unprofessional, but it's another thing to lie to my face, okay? So I said, you know what? Now I'm playing the game with you. Give me all the information on your savings account, your IRAs, your CD account. Give me all the information, sweetheart. Please, by all means, go ahead. Give me. So she gives me pamphlets. And I'm just watching her. Mind you, she's doing all of this. She's searching around her office, giving me the pamphlets. She looks a little frantic, moving frantic. And she's giving me the information. So I'm like, okay, but can we get back to the topic? So she's like, yeah, no, I didn't mean anything by that. So I said, so anybody else that comes in and opens an estate account because their mother is now dead and they have to go to trial, you tell everybody, let this be a lesson to you and to make better decisions. Well, yeah, then, because I just feel like as a banker, I have to let everybody know. I said, but sweetheart, you didn't give me no lessons attached to that. It was sign here, give me your ID, and I'm getting ready to go because everything's done, and you're saying, let this be a lesson to you. Oh, well, I didn't mean anything by it. I said, ma'am, was anything said in this office before I got here that day? No, nothing. No, nothing was, no. Girl, why are you lying to me? You don't know who my father is? Remember, I told y'all, God is going to give you a chance to confess. Because what? You are walking around now as one of the what? Those that are dead. Okay? So, you had the chance to confess. You didn't confess. Continue. Because you obviously, you don't know who my father is. So, the conversation is going. Now she's trying to get me out her office. Oh, well, Dana, do you have a financial advisor? I said, no, ma'am. Would you like to introduce me to your financial advisor? Now I'm going to play dumb for dumb now. I would absolutely love to meet your financial advisor. Please, let's meet him together. So we go to the guy. This is Mr. So-and-so. He's going to show you exactly what to do to be financially savvy. I said, oh, sweetheart, thank you so much. Girl, don't let me get my father after you, because I can do it. And this is how you know sometimes, like, don't get offended when people lie to you. There's a bigger plot here, okay? There's a bigger plot. And you know the funny thing, too? I'm going to pray for her, because let me tell you something. I want to go to heaven. I can't get to heaven praying to God for him to punish you. I have to pray to God for your blessings, for me to get to heaven. So, this is what we're going to do, baby. I'm going to pray to God that your blessings are more abundant. And the more God blesses you, the more you will remember me and the lies you told.